Hello, welcome to another stream. This time we're trying something very different. So I'm listening to the podcast Limited Resources, and LSV talked about an old magic game called Shandalar, released in 1997. And I tried it and kind of played a ton of it recently, so figured why not try to stream it. It is old. For sure, it is old, so might not be for everyone, but I think it's pretty interesting. It's pretty different, pretty refreshing, and you get to play with very old cards, which is pretty different from Arena. So, plus, well, I set up the scenes like in 15 minutes. I'm not sure it's perfect, so we'll see, but I'll try to stream it. So I didn't succeed in capturing the sound, so we don't have the sound of the game. Anyway, the sounds aren't great. There is like probably only one music and a few sound effects that aren't great, so it's not really a big loss. So what is Shandalar? It's some kind of RPG where you have a map. I'll show you. You have a big map. You explore the territory, you fight people. They have decks. You win cards or lose cards because there is the anti mechanic where when you duel someone, a random card from a deck is just placed into the anti, and the same for your opponent. And the player who wins gets to take the card from its opponent. You can win and lose cards this way, which is pretty interesting. That's actually how the game was first designed, but I don't think it lasted for long. People just complain because, well, they don't really want to lose their cards. You could start a tournament and like end up not having enough cards for your deck at the end of it. So, and what is funny too is that you also have to manage your basic lands. You don't have infinite basic lands. You need to buy them to win them. For example, I can't really play any colors I want at the moment because I don't have basic lands I would need for them. Something else I figured is that, by the way, I'm not an expert on this game at all. I didn't look at anything, I just played a bit, like for 2 days, and tried to figure out how it works. So I definitely don't know everything about it. Sometimes some wizards of different colors will attack some castles, and if they get like 3 of them, I think you lose the game or something. Like the game tells you that you should probably avoid this happening, so you have to defend the castles, which is interesting. So the deck we currently have is a Dimir deck. By the way, I don't really know the limitations of the number of cards you can have. I started with about 40, so I kind of stick to 40, but I think you can go slightly less than 40 cards, and you can go more than that. So I currently have kind of a limited amount of cards, limited deck of 40 cards. So you can have, I think that when you start your playthrough, you can only have 3 copies of a single card, except for basic lands, of course. But I recently bought something that allows me to now have 4 of each. For example, I'm looking for my Underground Sea number 4. Of course, Underground Sea, for those who maybe don't know Magic for very long, will not know this land. So you have the full cycle of the original dual lands. So they just tap for example, Underground Sea taps for blue or black, but without any downside, which is pretty broken. Strip Mine as well. I have 1, you can just destroy land, or tap for colorless. 3 factories, it's pretty broken too. Turns into a 2/2 for a single mana, and you can also pump other assembly workers so they go well together. Although my mana base is probably a bit greedy, I have a lot of double blue, double black, and lands like Strip Mine and Factories do harm me in my ability to cast double colored spells. I have 2 political sorcerers, which are pretty strong actually. The ability to ping anything is pretty strong. By the way, this kind of effect is not in blue anymore, it's now in red. A 3/3 player for 4 mana, look pretty good to me. So I do need 2 drops for my deck to be okay, so I feel like this one is a pretty good defensive one. I think my late game is pretty strong, so feel like I'm better off playing very good defensive creatures. This one is a 1/4 for 2 on defense, which is a lot for this format, I think. Elemental, it's in N20 as well. So talking about old cards that just have been reprinted a ton of times, it's pretty good. It was pretty good. It's pretty good in N20. Spoiler, it's pretty good in. I'm not exactly sure which editions are available. I think like it's like the first few years of Magic, so Alpha, Beta, Unlimited. So something else I should mention is that you don't start your game at 20 life. Looks like you start with less. Like when I started, I don't know how many I had, maybe like 6 or something like that. And the more you play, the more life you start the games with. And your opponents also don't have 20, they could have less, they could have more. So the games are kind of short, and Mutation is actually closing out games quickly. You get a creature +3/+3, and every turn it shrinks, you put a -1/-1 counter on it. So it's often does a lot of damage. I've got 4 control magic because it's pretty broken. I just got my 4th copy. 2 blue, take control of any creature. Yeah, that's strong. Playing 4 might be a bit excessive. Like, you do want to have other things to do, you also want to have creatures to play, something like that. So maybe I should go to 3 and not 4, but it's so powerful that I'm not even sure. And the fact that it's double blue is a bit hard on the mana. I have Counterspell, original Counterspell, put in Alpha. It's pretty strong. Well, Assassin. I think I could cut it, like double black is a bit annoying. And I have a lot of removal already, maybe I don't need the Royal Assassin, but can't do a lot by itself. You can just kill, like, prevent your opponent from attacking altogether. 3 Hypnotic Spectres, I think it's one of the best creatures you have access to in this format. 3 mana 2/2 flying, and when it deals damage to an opponent, they discard a card at random. That's pretty brutal. And I have 3 Dark Rituals to go with it. To have the famous play of turn 1 Dark Ritual, play Hypnotic Spectre, which is pretty strong. Black Knight, looks pretty good. 2/2 first strike protection from white. It's pretty strong. Again, it's a bit hard on the mana. It is hard for me to have double black on 2. Weakness, not sure I should play it. Feel like it has a lot of targets it can just kill for 1 single black mana. And then, well, if there is something a bit bigger that's posing problems, shrinking its power by 2 is sometimes enough. I also have a Terror, pretty efficient removal spell. I kind of run into a lot of mono black decks, and then Terror is pretty terrible, so that's why I'm playing only 1 and not 2. I have a second one in my collection. Brassman, when mana 1/3, doesn't untap naturally, but you can pay 1 to untap it. Like a 1 mana 1/3 that you can play with any mana of any colors seems pretty strong in this format. Like, just have it on defense and sometimes can attack it with it. That's pretty good. I got a Mox. Like I got it just by by searching a graveyard. I just found a Mox. That's problem is this Mox is only producing white. It's not on my colors, but it's still pretty broken, so I play it anyway. Got a Mana Vault. Talking about broken cards. So, Artifact, you can't have the whole text, but Artifact, you pay 1 mana. It taps for 3 colorless mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it is tapped, you lose a life. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 4 mana to untap it. Doesn't untap naturally, of course. So can allow for some degenerate turns. It's kind of awkward in my deck because I need a lot of color mana symbols. So sometimes I don't do a whole ton. It is so broken that I'm still playing it, but yeah, sometimes it's a bit awkward. Also have a Full Wars turn, like just a Mana Rock, pretty powerful one. You can add a color of any type that your opponent could produce. I think it's callable too. I think it's quite fine, but I think it's callable. Like sometimes your opponent is not playing no colors and it's just producing colorless, which is fine still, but like my deck doesn't need to ramp all that much, especially not if it doesn't give me black or blue, because I need a lot of colored mana. So I had a lot of success with this deck. Feels like the main problem is the mana. A bit too greedy to play 3 factories, maybe I should only play 2. Definitely would like to get my 4th underground sea. But yeah, that's the deck. I'll post it in the chat. Like maybe someone watching the VOD, I think you can get the... I made a screenshot of this particular screen. It's a bit hard to read, but at least you have the deck list. So there is also a system of quests in this deck. In this game, sorry. So currently I need to return to a village to complete the quest and then get some stones. So the stones you can just craft cards with it. There is a system of food. It looks like you just have to buy food from time to time. There is a system of money. You can sell cards and buy cards with the gold. There's quite a lot going on in this game, and I kind of like it. So like I'm going to show you here, if you want to buy stuff, at every village you have 4 cards to buy. They usually are in 1 colors, I think. And well, I'm not playing white, so that's not playing anything. If I see a really powerful white card, maybe I'll take it, because I kind of would like to have several decks. Kind of something else I noticed in this game is that you maybe have zones where there are more wizards of a certain color, and maybe you just want to just set up a deck that's pretty powerful against this color, because you are in alpha, for example, you have a lot of color houses, like protection from the color, for example, which is pretty busted if you're playing against this particular color. So that's the game view. You can just move here. So you see you have those characters. If I run into them, it's going to be a fight. So there is the NT. My random card is a factory. His random card is an immolation. I could either duel him, pay 70 gold, I think, to just altogether avoid it. I'm not sure I did it once, because I actually don't, which is a bit weird, but I don't actually win on his immolation, I win other cards with it. So I feel like, as long as you're kind of confident in your deck, I feel like it's just better to duel all the time. That does take a lot of time, though. Also have a power, I bought the power, allow me to reroll the NT. I feel like factory, maybe I'm not even supposed to play 3 in my deck. Yeah, still pretty good. I'll reroll. Well, my level is even worse. You're supposed to just pay the gold because I really don't want to lose my level and I have a ton of money. True. Plus I never did actually, so I like to make it just disappears. Okay. Okay, so what's my quest? Need to return to Bloodstone village, but the thing is, I don't really know how it is. Maybe it's one of the villages I don't have the name for. But this one I was just, so what? I'm not sure why I don't have the name on the map. So where I need to go is Bloodsand village, but I don't see it on the map. Like I'm at the right place basically. There is the Bloodsand tower south of me. Maybe it's this, not sure, I'll check. So I also have an effect here, sometimes you get, no it's not, sometimes you get random effects when you beat opponents. So next duel I do, I will play first, automatically, otherwise it's just randomly decided which one chooses. So here, cha-ching! A strip mine, just bought a strip mine, which is pretty strong. I think I'll buy a swamp. I think I don't have a ton. Maybe I will want to do a mono black deck at some point. Weakness, I already have one, though I want 2 of them. How much does it cost? 30 gold. I think I'll buy it. I have a ton of money, and maybe I want to do a mono black deck. In which case, it's solid black card, I think. So where do I go then? Not sure where this Bloodsand village is. Don't know why it doesn't show it on the map. I feel like I will lose this quest. By the way, you have a timer. I have 2 days. I'm not sure how real day is defined, but you have 2 days to finish this quest, and I probably won't find the village. I don't know where it is. So there are also dungeons in this game. And they look to be some kind of just dungeons where you have several fights to do, and it looks like your life doesn't your life stays the same between the concurrent games. But like if you finish your first match with 3 life, you will start the second one with 3 life, I believe. I've never done a dungeon yet because it looks pretty strong because the rewards are insane, so I think the dungeon are pretty hard to complete, so I'm not sure my deck is good enough yet, but I think I'm close to be able to try. So I run into someone. My NT's factory is NT's Ashes to Ashes. So Ashes to Ashes I think is pretty powerful, but since I start with like not a ton of life, I don't think I can afford to play something that would cost me 5 life, so I have 3 in my collection but don't pay any. I think I'll try to reroll. Control Magic, I have 4 of them. Maybe I'm not even supposed to play all 4, so I think it's okay if I lose it. I'll duel. Don't think I played against this particular guy, so I'm not sure what he plays. Looks to be black though. So, here is the game view. Hopefully it's... Oh, hey Haprock! Sorry, didn't see your message. So it's Shandalar. It's a game that was released in 1997. I heard about it by listening to Limited Resources I listened to, and LSV talked about this game. It's a pretty old game, and I've been playing it for 2 days and figured that might as well try to stream it to see if someone interested or not, because I think the game is pretty interesting. Yeah, I started late because I was in the progress of setting up this game. So you can have the deck list. It's a screenshot in-game, so it's pretty ugly, but hopefully you can see the deck. So I think that the old way you mulligan is that if you have at least 1 land, you just can't mulligan. If you have no lands, you mulligan but for free, I think. So I just don't have an option to mulligan here. So it's my turn. You have the phases here. You can see where we are. Currently main phase. So it's a bit hard to visualize the cards. We have a Dark Ritual, Hypnotic Scepter, Mana Vault, Island, Underground Sea, Dark Ritual, Giant Tortoise, and Swamp. So I can do the Hypnotic Spectre play. Is there anything better to do? I have 2 Dark Rituals. I can do a ton with them. I have a ton of acceleration, but can do a ton with them. Yeah, I think I just play Dark Ritual Spectre, not Scepter. So have the Underground Sea in play. Cast Dark Ritual. For black. I can see the mana in my mana pool here. Then I cast Hypnotic Spectre. It automatically uses the double black for it, but then it does allow me to choose for the generic cost, of course. Of course, I have only black mana, so. Have it in play, you can see it summoning sick with the thingy here. Now I can pass priority to my opponent. Okay, turn 1 Soul Ring, that's pretty busted. Kind of would have liked to empty this card out of my opponent, that'd be great. So okay, what can I do? I drew Underground Sea, so more land, so I'll just play Tortoise here. No point in accelerating in anything. Guess I'll attack first. Go to combat, click on my scepter to attack with it. Here's the combat view. So I hit them, they discard at random planes. I'll play Underground Sea and my Tortoise, I guess. So I start at 12, which starts to be okay. I kind of think at the beginning of the game you start at like 6 or something like that. 7 Alliance, that's pretty strong. It's not really in this situation. My Scepter can just go fly over, and my Tortoise blocks it very well. Drew Spectre number 2, that's pretty nice. Guess I'll attack first with my Spectre. Could just attack with the Tortoise as well. If the trade is fine, and I kind of want to hit them more, but I think I'd rather just play conservatively. Discarded an Unholy Strength at random. Go to 11. I'll play Swamp and Spectre. So now they're going to take 4 turns at this card. They played this weird land. I didn't know it existed. When it comes into play, it shows a random color. So they went into black apparently. I can see it because of the ribbon here. So it taps for black, and then they choose another color at random. Do control magic. So I can just cast control magic here, get the Savannah Alliance if I want to, but I'd rather keep it up if ever they play something better. It's not really a problem here, the Savannah Alliance. Could attack with everything, I'm okay with the trade. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's not. Just attack with the Spectres. Took 4. Hurricane. And L. AJ? AJ? I don't know how to pronounce that. It's hard to pronounce, and it's hard to pronounce speaking in English for me, so complicated. I'll just play Island. I guess I'll play my Mana Vault and say go. This game's probably won, but we'll see. Like if they play something to block my Spectres, I can just control magic. Drain life me. For 2, I guess. I don't care. So they're going to hit me for 2 again too, I believe. Oh, it's just 1? What? They tapped... Oh yeah, right, they tapped 3, so it's only x equals 1. I'm just attacking the Spectres again. Like 2/2 flying for 3 mana, I think it's just already pretty good stats for early sets. And this ability is super strong. Drain life goes away, and they don't have any card to discard, so I'll just play Swamp, say go. Cast another Savannah Alliance. Sure. To Ferrostone, just attack with the Flyers. It should be game. Yep, so you have this very weird animation when you win. Like, I defeated a black wizard, so yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. So, those are my rewards. Ashes to Ashes, Royal Assassin, Inquisition. It's really bad, and Bayou, which is excellent. So, you have the option of taking the cards or taking a dungeon clue. It gives me informations about a dungeon, so I can prepare better, I think. But here, with the Bayou in the cards, I'll definitely take the cards. If I want to change my deck, I think I have to go in town. Do sell. Nothing. Do I need planes? Maybe. I'll buy planes. Doesn't cost a lot. So here I can edit my my deck. It's a bit hard to filter. Yep, so I can see it blue and black cards here. I'll go through them quickly. There isn't much I want to change, I don't think. Bayou pretty strong, but don't need it for my deck right now, I don't think. Don't need to splash green. I want to Assassin number 2, I think 1 is enough. What's that? 4 mana, instant, choose 1. Can give a creature unblockable, or prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by blocking creatures to all creatures it's blocking this turn. Seems pretty terrible. 700 gold? Sure. There is a sinkhole I played at some point in my deck. It's pretty strong, but feels like you want several of them for them to be really good. I could play more terrors, could play weakness. Wall of Air is alright. Will of the Wisp kind of good, but again an intensive black card, so not much I'm considering here. So really don't know where this village is. When the timer will run out, I'll have access to new quests. But for now I'm stuck with this one. So there is also the option to speak to the wise man, but kind of seems useless. Kind of lore, I think. Yeah. Kind of want to go far east here. I didn't really explore this part, maybe. Sometimes you have stuff you can find. Book of Wrath. 6. Then you pay 2 mana, 2 life and draw a card. So it looks like it's pretty hard to draw cards though. So maybe it's not bad because it's a way to draw cards, to draw extra cards. It's still pretty expensive and slow, and life is very important resource because you don't have a ton in this game, more than in classic Magic. Seems bad. Bad. Planes I'll buy, I guess. So I'm close to the blue castle, so I think I can just attack castles to unlock stuff, I think. But it feels like you want to prepare a deck that's particularly good against blue, like you have protection from blue stuff, maybe? Although you mostly have protection from white and protection from black. I think other colors are a bit less... Can't find the word. Yeah, I think I will pass for now. Don't know why my character sometimes works faster than others. Sometimes you have hints, like the DM is telling you those two cards can do this together. If you combine Circle of Protection White, if you know what circles are, like you can just prevent there's an enchantment that could cost 2 mana. You can pay 1 and prevent all the damage from one source the next time it will do damage to you. Of a particular color, for example, the Protection White only works with white sources. So if I combine Circle of Protection White with Pure Lace, you can turn one of your opponent's creatures or spells into a white source and prevent all damage. What is Pure Lace? Don't know, but that's probably janky anyway. For a second, I'm just going to mute the game for me as well. Okay. So I don't know about Circle Protection. I guess they're valuable because if you want to do a deck particularly good against one particular guy, if you want to attack the white castle, that's probably pretty strong. Seems terrible. Planes at 40 gold, that's a bit much now. Bending, it's super complicated. I would like to avoid bendings if I can. It's probably pretty bad anyway. I think I won't buy a Circle of Protection. Let's do it, I have money. Sure. I buy planes. How many planes do I have? A bit annoying to so by default the filters are off, so you have to filter out everything first and then show the one you want. Kind of bad design. 12 planes. I mean, I think I still want to buy more if ever I want to do a white deck. Will I ever want to though? Probably not. So let's not. So sometimes when you leave a city, it looks like the game tells you about an item you can buy. So here for 200 gold I can buy Quickening. I can risk 1 green amulet, which are resources to craft stuff. For a temporary burst of speed, that looks pretty useless. But 200 gold is pretty much nothing. Travel north, and to unlock this I need to go to Windlass Forge, but don't really need this item anyway, so... Where am I on the map? Kind of close to the end there. Magic Mill. I'm not sure what the colors mean on the names. Maybe white means I went there, not sure. For Graveyard I will go to maybe have an event, find a card. That's a better version, I think. Oh, it is 4 in tap. I think it's not bad, right? For this format, I mean. Do I want to play this? It's pretty slow. Feel like the game are kind of too fast for me to want that, but that's... I think maybe in some time I will want that, when the games will be slower. Unsummon. So I had an unsummon, I'm not sure if I have it or if I lost it to NT at some point. Jump seems terrible, planes, don't want, healing self. Like, it is a terrible card in general, healing self. But when you have not a lot of health, maybe it's a bit better. I think it's still bad. I'll buy an unsummon though. I lost the unsummon, so I don't want it back against something else maybe. BSS1 is a bit greedy as another double black card. Even summon is better than weakness. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, a lot of opponents put enchantments for their thing, so sure, maybe we'll try and summon over weakness. Let's put unsummon in. So I really like the idea of you really play and your deck evolves all the time. It does evolve a bit less now that I have a deck that's fairly powerful, but it still does. Most of the, like, I change cards still pretty often. I think it's a pretty cool idea. Constantly evolving. So sometimes you have some kind of challenges where a wizard sends you his most trusted servant, and so you don't have the option to pay, and opponent doesn't anti anything, but I do anti something, and I can't even roll it, so could lose a Dark Ritual here. So I have Island, Mishra's Factory, Black Knight, Underground Sea, Strip Mine, Hypnotic Spectre, and Toral. So what's my plan? If I play Factory, next turn I could attack for 2, but they have 17 health. That's a lot of health. Like when your opponent has 6 or 8, like it is kind of good to just jam the factories and attack with them, but... So I don't have double black in hand at the moment, so can't cast either Black Knight or Spectre at the moment, so I think I could probably play Turtles next turn. I'll lead with C. Have a Strip Mine in hand. So a lot of opponents play those kind of stuff, which are pretty bad. So the artifacts, you can pay 1 to gain 1 life when a spell of a particular color is cast. You can only do it once per spell, and this one is for black. Those cards are pretty terrible. They take a lot of mana and give you some health. And take a card as well, so definitely not worth it. I think I'll just play Tortoise this turn. Don't see a reason to strip mine them at the moment. I'd rather just play my threats and then strip mine them. I'll deploy the factory though. Although if I do draw... No, it's fine. I'll deploy factory. Next turn I'll have the option to attack with factory. Paralyze. So now it doesn't untap. So it taps it, doesn't untap, unless I pay 4 on my upkeep. They're probably kind of dead, these tortures, so... But it's fine. Drew C, so I can play Spectre. Solid. Zombie Master, that seems pretty powerful in this format. So all zombies gain Swamp Regenerate and Swamp Walk, so if I control Swamp, zombies are unblockable for me. And of course I do have swamps. It's kind of an issue, they have more health than me, so they could run. They could run me over here. Dark Ritual. So I can play Inmate Spectre plus Black Knight this turn, that's probably what I want to do. I don't have any mana up, so I'll do it now. Could alternatively just strip mine and play Spectre. I think I'll just deploy my creatures to be able to race them. I'll play Islands. So play Dark Ritual, tapping this Underground Sea. Then I want to tap. So I want to cast Spectre. It's going to use double black, and then I use Island to pay the last. Then I cast Black Knight with the black I have left, plus Underground Sea. Attack with the Spectre. Hi Kevin! You remember playing this when this came out? Wow. So I assume you know a lot about this game. I don't really, so maybe you could probably tell me stuff. Started playing 2 days ago, don't know a ton about it. But I discarded the Dark Ritual. Nice. It was 20 years ago. Yeah. Opponent costs Lost Souls, Swamp Walk as well, 2-1 unblockable. They have a ton of creatures. Forward Stone don't help here. So I think I just attack with the Spectres. Black Knight gets eaten by the Zombie Master, so no point in attacking with it. I'll strip mine one of the land. Factory gets eaten by the Master as well. So I picked up the game 2 days ago and kind of played a ton of it. It's pretty fun, it's pretty addictive to have your deck evolve constantly. And the potential of getting broken card is pretty appealing too. It's better written than MTGO. So, I'll cast Featherstone. Like, when I started playing 2 days ago, I was missing so many attacks and stuff you should activate at specific phases because I didn't know how it worked. Now I kind of learned. Discarded Swamp and Lost Soul. Down to 12, so we're both at 12 now. We started with a pretty unfair life advantage. Evil Presence. They turned my factory into a swamp. That's fine. Gain a life. By the way, sometimes the AI does stupid things like pumping your own creatures or something. So, I guess I can block the Lost Soul. They can regenerate it, but it just gets removed from combat, so I don't think my Black Knight dies. I remember how regenerate works. Oh, it has some Swamp Walk, never mind. Cannot block this. I guess it's a zombie, even though it's not written the card. No, it has some Walk, even though it's not a zombie. It's fine. Yes, I assume it's supposed to be written summon zombie if it's a zombie, so I think it's not a zombie, it just has Swamp Walk even without the zombie tag. Drew Underground Sea doesn't help, so with at 8. See, I think I attack with everything. I take 4 on the crackback, but don't die, so it's fine. I don't have the factory anymore to attack with because it got presenced, evil presenced. Attack for 6. Then I'm 1 off. Untapping these turtles would have done a lot. I guess next turn, if they attack with everything plus the turtles, I could kill them. I will put a stop on upkeep currently. Right? Is it correct? Yeah. I don't. I think it doesn't even tell me I could. Have to put a stop. For some cards you have to, for some it just prompts you, even if you don't put stops. is a bit weird, but... Okay. Attacks for 4. And that's it. They probably drew Swamp and played a Swamp. It's a bit hard that they, when it lands, it's a bit hard to see what they played, but it has to be a Swamp. So try to untap it if I can. Yay. They can attack for lethal. They don't have any card in hand, so we'll have it's guaranteed lethal. This game was quite close. And someone is nice. Go to combat, attack with everything. Attack lethal. Voice. This animation. What's that? Oh, so for half a second here, there was an event. It means that something is attacked. It's the Endor's Oasis here. So I would need to go there to protect it. Otherwise it just falls to it, and then I have maybe a bit of a harder fight to get it back. But I'm super far. I feel like the time for me to get there, it will already fallen, so I think I'll just explore here and ignore it and free it later. And what's just Modric Mill? Guess I'll try to go there. This place is ruled by the Blue Wizardess. To free the city, you must duel this shapeshifter. Wow, I NT Underground Sea, Dark Ritual, and Mutation, and he NTs Unsummon. And if I lose, that's a Brawl. Underground Sea is so good. Maybe I'll make sure I have a better deck first. It would hurt so much to lose here. I guess I clicked on Duel, so wanted to click on not, but I did. Hopefully we'll win. Are you telling me he started the game with an Efrit in play? You know I have 12 life, and it basically had haste too. Okay, so what's our hand? Yeah, bye Underground Sea, looks like indeed. So, Wishwas Factory, Sorcerer, Control Magic, Trip Mine, Swamp, Black Knight, Island, Brassman. So I die in 3 turns, so I won't get to Control Magic before I die. Man, starting with the hasty Efrit in play is just so unfair. What? It's an excellent 3-mana creature, and they start with it on the battlefield with haste, like... how do I win here? Maybe I get Unsummon? Like I would need to top deck Unsummon? Or I guess Terror, I have 1 Terror in my deck, it'd be even better. Guess I'll play Brassman and Black Knight. Guess I don't have Double Black currently. So I think I'll just play Brassman but with Witchland. Factory don't help me block this. I'm not going to attack with it anyway, so I think I'll just play a Swamp and Brassman. Load game. But I didn't save for quite some time, I think. So I think it's Rip Underground Sea. I'm not too sad because it's not super hard to get them. Like I haven't been playing for a ton of time. I have 3 of them. It hurts, but I think I can get it back. Let's see. I think I saved before starting the stream. Yeah, it kind of feels bad, but maybe I'm supposed to. I didn't get a ton in the meantime. Backfire. So when I hit them with the Brassman, I take as much damage. Well, that's fine. I'm not going to attack with. I wasn't going to attack with it necessarily anyway. Okay, Terror. Swamp. They cast Black Knight. Answer my Black Knight, okay. The fruit is so powerful. Okay, I want it. Okay, we need terror now. Venom monster we can't even cast, so we're just dead. Do I load? Actually, I'm not sure even sure I saved. I'm not sure I can just... Actually, I'm not sure I can even load and save now. I mean, I can load, I can just lose and load afterwards, I guess, but... Well... There is really nothing I can do? No, there isn't. I guess I'll play Factory. Otherwise maybe they don't attack. Do. So. Can't do anything about it, I have to fight it. Can't even save between, I think, or load in between during a match. I'll play. We'll see. I'm not sure I'm going to load. It's a bit annoying, and well, I did lost a lot. We'll see. If we're tryharding, I think it is better to load. Underground Sea, control magic, Black Knight, Venom monster, control magic again, Merrick Spectre and Strip Mine. Greedy mana base for sure. Mana Vault. Can play Venom monster this turn. That's pretty nice. Mana Vault's pretty broken. Drew Swamp. It's nice. Then we get to cast our double black spells. Attack first. Go to 14. I'll cast Spectre. Swamp. Don't really care about that, I'm flying over it. I'll take one because I have Mana Vault. So, just attack with both my creatures, play Black Knight. Don't see a point in attacking with Factory. I'll strip mine them. They lost a Lost Soul. I think we'll load after this game. We lost too much. Black Ritual and a Grand Sea. Wait, Lost Soul? Lost Soul? Doesn't fly though. Trust Factory. Could attack with the 3-3 Factory and a 2-2. Does it do anything? It does. Let's see. Because the Black Knight has first strike, let's see they block with the Blood Bones. Yeah, there's something, so I'll do it. Okay, so activate Factory with Swamp. think it's better, yeah, if I attack with 2 factories. I hit them for more, but I lose a factory, so rather not. Combat, attack with everything. Oh, did I activate the wrong one? Okay. I activated the 7 and 6 one. Yeah. Probably doesn't matter though. Ray's dead. Seems kind of bad. Guess it's not too bad if you have pretty powerful creatures and pretty mediocre creatures, but you can get back your pretty powerful creatures. It's still 1 card for 1 card. Yeah, I think it's fine actually. Remaster. So they're dead on the air here, so it's fine. Attack with Lord Soul, I won't block. I go to 7 and then to 6 in my upkeep. Guess I pay for it. I don't think I will. Factory. Guess we're supposed to attack with more, are we? Nah, let's just attack with the flyers. Okay, 1. Can I please pause or something? Can go here, please? Okay. So, let's see. No, not escape. Okay, I lost the quest. No, can I? Please? Okay. So, I need to right click, right? So let's save. Just in case. It's 10. 24. Okay. Then we'll load and see how far we go. It was 7. Yeah, I think we're better off doing that. Kind of didn't change anything in the meantime, so. Okay, let's not fight the castles. Let's not do it. Let's just not. Our deck's not powerful enough yet. So the bloods. Yeah, we're just. It was just 2 days ago in game, which it's not a lot. So I think it was correct to save scam. Where are we going to go? Don't know why Cold Snap Steading is grey. Maybe because I lost it to some wizard and I'm supposed to get it back. Maybe I'll go there then. Don't know why I can't move anymore. Guess I can't go here. If you combine 1/1 lifelink with Howl from Beyond. Yeah. Fourth Hypnotic Spectres, I think we take it. Because then I could see playing 4 Dark Rituals, 4 Hypnotic Spectres just to make sure I have most of the time this opener in Dark Ritual plus Spectre. So I'll buy it. Was it 65 gold? Like it's nothing for such a good card. I'll take a swamp in case I want to go mono black. Don't think Howl is good. Nah. So, do you want to put Spectres? I think we do. Spectre number 4. But what do we cut then? 3 Dark Rituals, 4 Spectres, that's pretty good. Maybe Assassin. Assassin's quite strong, but kind of have a lot of removal already. And I can't really have that many double black stuff. I'm not sure. It's powerful, but I feel like it's too greedy. Conjurer's Will. 350 gold. Risk 1 black amulet to adjust your deck outdoors. I'm not sure what. I really don't know what it means. It's a good pay it. Maybe it means mulliganing, I don't know. I have the gold, so might as well. Like, it looks like those are items you can get here. You can see the items I bought. We have 3 I didn't buy so far. Oh, that's the village I was supposed to go to. That's fortunate. So, I don't know if it's my version or something. It allows editing deck, right? It does. Here I can edit my deck. So I'm not sure about the specific rules. It feels like I can have slightly less than 40 cards and I can have more. Outside of town? Not sure. I think if I right click outside of town, not sure. I'll try in a second. Pestilence, I have one. Was playing it for a time, but I'm not because of the double black argument, but I think it's pretty powerful though. I already have one, don't think I want a second one yet. So I was gonna say, sometimes, especially for the rewards, I can see the box from the message, like there is a message supposed to telling me what I win, but it's empty. Sometimes some messages are blank, and I don't really know why, if it's my version or something. So sometimes I just don't know what I win. Maybe I just won an amulet or something. I don't know. So let's try to edit. Like if I right click, see edit deck. You are correct, I can. I didn't know. And those knights. What is that? The dungeon maybe? No. I guess this time it doesn't empty anything. That's not. I guess I could save beforehand and see. Crusader. I could lose Elemental, which is pretty strong, and would get a morale. Could pay gold, could reroll. I feel like I can beat them, so I think I'll duel. I think Elemental is pretty strong, but like I'd rather just not roll Underground Sea or something. So here he's telling me something, but I can't read it. Can't have it. Oh, it's spawned. He has first strike, so it starts no matter what. Okay, it's fine. Third Stone, Hypnotic Spectre, Counterspell, Control Magic, Mutation, Underground Sea, Islands. Don't have double black yet. Do have double blue. Will have double black. They play the 1/1 with bending. I started at 10 life. Rainbow Knights. White 2/1. Get protection from a random color permanently. Can gain first strike. Whoa. Can play double white to get at random plus O plus O plus 1 plus O plus 2 plus O. What is this? So it got protection from white. I don't care about white, protection from white, so that's cool. Man, this card is weird. Okay, so let's upkeep, draw Mox. Can just play Spectre. Yeah. Pro white is probably good for you, right? Yeah. I don't have anything white, and if I had, I don't have in my deck anything that has pro white, but. Oh, plus you mean they can't target their own creature with their own, yeah, with their own buff spells? That's pretty good. Play Mox, play Swamp, play Hypnotic Spectre. Problem is, they are out racing me at the moment. I guess with Control Magic in hand, that should be okay. Swords Plowshares. That's pretty strong. Guess I lose my Spectre. They activate the Knight, so they could get either plus O plus O, plus 1 plus O, plus 2 plus O. Add random power. You got 1, that's fair. Take 4. Drew control magic, so I guess I just play island, control magic their knights. I'll just steal their creatures. Plus, I get their pro-white creature, which is pretty funny. Need to be excited against them. Well, I guess I'll control magic it again. They disenchant my control magic. At least they can attack with it this turn. I go to 8. White knights. Oof. Man. Such a weird interaction, yeah. Terror. Can't cast control magic plus anything else. I want to control magic or terror, probably control magic. So if I take Rainbow Knight, I do take 3 next turn, but then I have a pro-white creature, which is pretty insane. Then I'll terror the White Knight, I think that's the play. Like, White Knight's pretty strong against me, but I'll be able to terror it anyway. I'd rather take the pro-white creature. Let's do it again. So I'll take 3, maybe even more. They only have 3 cards in hand. Didn't attack with the hero. 1/1, vending when attacking. If Battering Ram is blocked by any wall, destroy that wall at end of combat. I don't have any wall. Okay. So again, I can give it first strike or give it more power. Probably just keep it on defense. Black Knights. So I don't have 3 black sources. I cannot terror plus Black Knight. I think I'll just Feral Storm plus terror. I could terror plus keep up counterspell. That's pretty strong too. Might be better. Yeah, plus I keep up first strike activation, so if they attack with their 1/1, I can give my knights first strike against the colorless one. Don't care about the white one because I have pro-white. Yeah, I'll terror. I think I do it now. Maybe they draw something they can... Oh, I can terror it, it has pro-black. What am I saying? It has pro-black. Oh, that's awkward. I guess my Rainbow Knight at least can... I guess I'll play my Black Knight then. The Protection Ball. So White Knight has pro-black, so I can't really deal with it. For example, Black Knight keep up... I guess I can't keep up counterspell, I don't have double blue. I'll keep up first strike activation, I guess. Is it better than playing Feral Stone? Yeah, I think I'll just play Feral Stone. It's a bit hard to visualize your lands, your hand. So Feral Stone only taps for white. So I have 2 pro-white creatures. I kind of just want a flyer and fly over and keep my pro-white creatures on defense. We draw. Factory don't help a lot here. Could start getting in, like with the mutation, I kill them pretty quickly. Like in 3 attacks with I guess maybe even next turn if I mutation my Black Knight, for example. Attack for 5 with the Black Knight. They go to 5, next turn Black Knight is 4/4. Plus Knights, Rainbow Knight is lethal. Yeah, seems pretty good. I think I'm supposed to do that. Don't forget you can buy first strike, yeah. I think I'll just... Let's see, maybe I'm supposed to actually... mutation the Rainbow Knights, because if I have double white, I guess I do have double white with Mox Pearl plus Felroston. Could try to get in for even more damage. Let's see. I would like to keep up Counterspell though. I have triple blue, I don't have triple blue, so I won't be able to play Mutation plus Counterspell, so let's give up on Counterspell. So, play Mutation with Island on probably Rainbow Knights. Then I have 4 lands. Would like even 5, I guess I'll play Factory. Don't see reason to attack with Factory, I don't think. I think I just Mutation the Rainbow Knights, attack with Rainbow Knights, and pump the power. I guess they could block with the Ram, in which case I give it first strike. Kind of annoying though, they can jump. Maybe I'm just supposed to terror it to get it for more here. Like I probably don't die next turn and kill them. A bit risky, but I think I'll do it. Terror the Ram. I guess terror doesn't kill artifact stuff. Can't kill black, can't kill artifacts, so can't kill the Ram. Man, can't kill much with the terror here. Maybe I just attack with Rainbow Knights and they don't block. I guess I've just mutation the Black Knight then. I don't really care about paying 1 to give first strike, so I think I'll do it Rainbow Knights in the end. Maybe if I don't pump it, they don't even jump? I'm not sure. Don't block. Right, I think like when I'm here, it means that if I press done, I think it goes to damage, I think. And I am in blocker phase, but I am at the end of it, I think. Yeah, so I think I'll pump now. Add random power. Mox Stone. It's funny that I can get to activate it. We high roll them. Plus 2 power, that's the maximum I can get. Take 7. That's pretty good. Can Terror, can activate Mishra's Factory on defense. Although I did once try to have it on defense. I think just once I messed up and activated it at the wrong time. It's just a bit hard to figure out when to activate it. Castle, what does it do? Each untapped creature you control gets +2/+2 unless it's attacking. Eh. That's pretty terrible. They attack with White Knight. I can't block with Black Knight because it has pro black, sorry. I get 2, but I am 6, so it's fine. Can't terror it. Could block with Factory, but just eat it. It's just to jump because it has first strike. I don't know why sometimes when you have a stop and there is an effect, sometimes you just have to remove the stop, otherwise it doesn't want to get out of the phase. I don't know. So Rainbow Knights got the -1/-1 counter. That's funny, they have a weird counter for so I draw Underground Sea. So I can attack with everything plus Factory. Does it do anything? They can block 1 creature with the Ram. They have 1 mana up and 2 cards in hand, so they might have like healing salve maybe. Kind of unlikely. They probably would have used it before. I think we just win, but is there a point in attacking with a 2/2? I don't think. They just block with the hero. There's no point. Can't terror or anything, but I guess I could terror the hero. Maybe safer attack with everything. That's for 8, right? Yeah, so even if they have healing salve, I kill them. Yeah, let's do that. Guess I'll tap. Do you want 2 islands? and to if I step swamp plus island, tear the hero. It's probably not necessary, but just making sure I win here. With factory using. I guess I had counterspell mana, so it's pretty necessary. You can cast 2 spells. Yeah, it was pretty necessary. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Can block here and they take 4. Okay, strip mine and counterspell. Yeah, I'll take that. You are a skillful magician, says the Crusader. You're supposed to be a text. I think I win this card, which is pretty strong, or maybe I start with it on the next run. Not sure. So let's see. Do we put strip mine between the deck? Do we put counterspell between the deck? Kind of very hard on the mana for counterspell. Maybe I'm not supposed to. And strip mine, same, it's kind of bad on the mana, so maybe I'm not supposed to. Kind of would like to, in the end, do some kind of colorless deck with Tron lands, like full factories, 4 factories, 4 strip mines. That'd be so powerful. I feel like I can't put them in my deck here, either counterspell number 2 or strip mine, because my mana is just a big problem here. But I'm not sure. Guess I should save. So next duel White Knight. So I think we get the White Knight. We start the challenge with the White Knight. It's pretty strong. So I think we wanted to go north. See what's up. Tranquility, Wanderlust. Those cards are worthless. Healing Soul, Green Ward, control Disenchant. In a quest. Defeat the Enchantress, which has been menacing our village. Return and I will reroll with 2 white amulets. It's pretty strong, so I need to find an Enchantress. If I want to see how they look, can look here. You can see my record against the different characters. I'm losing a lot against Undead Knights. I guess I was losing a ton at the beginning, now I'm starting to win more. There are quite a lot of characters. Enchantress I'm 6-0, so yeah, that's fine. So she looks like that. That's an Enchantress. I get the free planes, that's good. The Enchantress who inhabit the domain of the mighty green wizard tremble in fear of your visage. Will you accept tribute for your mercy or change anti-card? I will accept the tribute. I did press accept tribute, didn't I? Anyway, I'll probably win against her. She mulliganed. Although I can take a look at what's tribute do. So at least it happened to me once before, that you encounter someone you just beat a ton before, so they just don't want to fight you. In exchange, they would just want to give you a gift for you not to wreck them. So last time I pressed accept tribute, they gave me something. I even had a choice between a few rewards, and then they just went away. And here I'm pretty sure I pressed accept tribute, and the fight began. I don't know what happened. So you can take a look at what they have in the deck. They have Lure, Web, get Basilisk, Verdurant Enchantress, Aspect of Wolf, Regeneration, there's a Twister. You want to take Mulligan? I have Island, Swamp, Tortoise, Dark Ritual, Brassman, Control Magic. I think it's fine. Start with the White Knight, that's pretty broken. We'll play Dark Ritual, but does it do anything? No, so I'll just play turn 1 Brassman. Second attack with the White Knight, when you start with the creature, it has haste, basically. Well, Elves turn 1, that's pretty strong. They're super fast and they have only 8 HP left. Mutation. Now if I play Mutation, I can play my Total. So I think I just play my Total. Yeah, I think I just play Total. I'll put step on upkeep for the Brassman and tapping if I want to. Yeah, Mutation, like, first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's kind of not a, it's just buff, just a big buff, like, but it's kind of strong, and it's particularly strong in this format because the games are pretty short. Mutation seems pretty brawl. Kind of feel like maybe an EZ deck, like you play blue-red, you play burn in red, burn is super powerful, and you play like early creatures like maybe Brassman, and you... Yes, Brassman does cost mana to untap, so these are great, and you mutation them. Or maybe small flyers, you mutation them, that's probably pretty brawl. They play the web, +2/+2 and reach. That's actually kind of annoying. But that's fine still. Black Knight. Could play Black Knight and Mutation. This Mutation doing a lot. By the way, forgot to want to take a look at the Brassman, but I probably didn't want to untap it anyway. So Tortoise attacks at a 1/1, so I think I just Mutation it, so it attacks at a 4/4, then a 3/3 next turn. Yeah. Should I Dark Ritual this turn? I get triple black. I could play Black Knight. Do a whole lot. No, so I'll just play Mutation on the Tortoise. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Tortoise? I don't know. Tortoise? I'll just call it the Total, that's easier for me. Attack. They've jumped the Total. Play Swamp Black Knight. I got such an aggressive start with the White Knight as well. If they play... I can't even control magic. I don't have double blue, even with the Dark Ritual. Enchantress, I don't care much. Oh yeah, I have to... I guess I just want to untap this, right? Attack with everything, they die. They block this, they take 5. They're dead anyway. I guess I'll untap it. Okay. Restless. There's a Twister, I have 2 of them, that seems great. It's 6 mana, destroy any permanent. 6 mana is a lot though, especially when the games are kind of quick, so not super high on it. Hurricane have some. City of Brass pretty strong. Although again, games they're pretty quick, so you could argue that you don't lose a ton of life, but you don't have a lot of life, so City of Brass... I do have 1 already, but I think I don't want to play them. But I'm actually curious to see if you would, Kevin. I have 1 already in my deck, and I have mana problems. Clue seems fine. Sure. It's the first clue for the Tower of Whim. It has Mox, Pearl, Library of Alexandria, I don't know what Cyclopean Tomb is. Its 4 mana artifacts. Effects generated by Sacred Ripient Tomb do not end if it leaves play. Instead, during each upkeep, choose one of these effects and that effect ends. If it leaves play, things that were that got into swamps stay swamps. But if it stays in play, just you can only have one land being a swamp, I think, at the same time. Yeah. I guess maybe there are more effects I can't read. I think that's all. Library is pretty insane. Mock spells pretty insane. And the only thing I know is life loss carried over. I think it's the case for all the dungeons. It's Psychopaint with their lands, yeah. Oh, Crusade permanently in effect. So all white. Okay. So all white creatures have always +5/+1. So I want a mono white deck here. I want a mono white deck. I want to have Savannah Alliance and things like that, and just I can be super powerful. It's for the Tower of Whim. So I feel like, let's see. Let's save. I'll just override. Not sure if it overrided, so I guess I'll do a new one. I don't know. So dungeon clues. Yeah, I don't know how it looks like. I don't know where it is. I need more clues for that. Sacripian also disrupts Tron. Yeah, sure. Do bots play Tron? I assume one does. Didn't run into one yet. I think I assume it's pretty brawl. I'll try to go there, I guess. I would like to get a tribute from you here. Although last time it didn't work, so... She flees, it looks like. Forest, if I want to go to green. How much do we sell it for? 10 gold? Sure. Redirect all damage from any creature to yourself. That seems a bit too expensive at 4 mana. I don't have a ton of HP. That's a bit interesting though. I think it's pretty bad though. It's 9 gold. I have some Giant Spiders, that seems fine. Doubt I'll play them though. Oh. Kinda forgot about our quest. Return to Shellcliff Village. Shellcliff is there. Must be over there, man, maybe. It was for 2 white things, I guess. Yeah, it's great. So I'm going to find it. What's that? Dungeon. I already went into a dungeon and saw that I could exit, so I'll just exit. I don't know if I'm prepared for that. So I saw that Power Struggle was in effect in another dungeon. Maybe that was this one actually. That seems pretty absurd. During each player's upkeep, so at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player exchanges control of a random target artifact, creature, or land he or she controls for a random target of or permanent of the same type that a random opponent controls. That seems so horrible. Like anything can happen at any time, basically. Just permanents swap around. Like that seems pretty annoying to play with this. Are those green monster chasing you? I'm not even sure. They were kind of chasing, but maybe hesitating. I don't know. I think the Enchantress isn't like the Blondie, because I'm 07 against her, so she's afraid. But the monsters maybe are chasing me. I'm not sure. But I feel like at some point, if I go far enough, they just stop chasing me. I'll just exit. I don't know. I feel like dungeons are pretty hard. I could just save and try, I guess. Then I'm Forest, Winter Blast, match my Forest for 10 gold, I'll buy. For mana 1-2, and when it hits a player, it does 2 poison counters, but you don't have a ton of cards with poison counters, so that seems terrible. I would like to go to Cold Snap. I think they're chasing me here. I gave up on Shakecliff, yeah. But maybe it's not... My thing was... I don't have anything on the map. So maybe I won't even find it even if I try. It's Shellcliff Village. So I know Shellcliff is over there, but Village, maybe it's this. Yeah, maybe it's this. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to, it's not that far. Like the map looks super big, but it's actually kind of quick. So let's go. 4 mana 4/5, that seems pretty good. Maybe I'll buy it for 20 gold. 4 mana 3/3 trample seems not bad. Forest for 15 gold, I think I'll buy. Grizzly Bears. This is actually good. Tanya's Song. Enchantment 4 mana. Each non-creature artifact loses its abilities and is an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its total casting cost. If it leaves play, if its effect continues until end of turn. Seems like a janky build around. Or maybe a hate card. I think I'll buy Plantain Bears. I have kind of a lot of money. I could sell cards. Trade green amulet for any fast effect. I have 3 green amulets. So fast effects. I assume it means instant or interrupt, right? That could get another terror. I have 3 of them though. Bad. Could get my 4th Dark Ritual to go with the Spectres. Seems okay, that's terrible. Sacrifice a creature, add to your mana pool an amount of black mana equal to that creature casting cost. Yeah, sounds clunky. In blue I have Boomerang, seems kind of good. Blue bounce permanent. I guess it's good against maybe some kind of Tron opponent, I don't know. 3 mana instant, tap all lands a player controlled, and it just loses the mana. Yeah, that's pretty strong. 3 mana instant deal 4 damage to any target and 2 to you. Reset, kind of clunky. Riptide, no. No. Twindle, no. Unsummon, no. Interrupt. There's Counterspell, we have 2 of them already. So I don't think we want more. We're not even playing Counterspell number 2. Force Pack. It seems pretty strong. Would I play Force Pack in my deck? I think so. Well, Removal's pretty good. No. So I think I'm between Force Pack, Dark Ritual, number 4. What do you like? Thanks, Hyproc. Sleep well too. Counterspell seems fine. Good night, Hyproc. A 30 Counterspell deck is surprisingly playable. Okay, let's get Counterspell then. For 2 green amulets, sure. does this restrict the number of cards you can have? So I didn't have the information, I tried, and I can have by default 3 copies of a spell or non-basic land, but I got an upgrade, now I can have 4 of a particular card because of my upgrade, so now I can have a 40 cards deck and have 4 copies of any given card. Would you put more counter spells in the deck? We have 1 in the deck currently, we could play up to 2 more. Would you cut factories maybe because the mana is clunky? Would rather play a counter spell than a control magic. Oh, the control magic is awesome. You mean you want counter spell number 2 over control magic number 4? That's fair. 4 is a bit much, probably. Outside our tortoise? Okay. Let's try it. So I did a counter spell for tortoise, but do we want me to cut counter magic for counter spell again? Terror over Brassman, I guess. So the thing is, I feel like I do have to play creatures on early game. I guess in most cases, Terror does kill early creatures too. It's when your opponent is playing black. You have creatures, Hypnotic Spectre, yeah. So we still have 1 terror, we still have a counter spell. You were saying that you didn't like the 4 control magic. Maybe you should cut 1 for another terror or a counter spell again. Guess it's fine. I think I want more island than swamps. We do have a ton of double blue. We have 1, 5, 7 double blue. We have 4, 5 double black. So yeah, plus counter spell on 2. Yeah, by the way, I was playing 15 lands because my curve was slightly low. Oh, I was playing 16 lands, that's 5, not 15, that's a mistake though. I was playing 1 less land because my curve was a bit low. But definitely don't want to play 15, definitely want to play 16 or 17. So I'll add island for sure. Probably lost a land to a match and forgot to replace it. Also, you have Dark Rituals, yeah. I don't think you really need 3 of those. This is very old magic, so I don't know. Like, Dark Ritual is kind of clunky. I kind of wasn't playing them at first. But it's so good with 4 Hypnotic Spectres, then I kind of like having 3 of them. Maybe 2 is fine. And it's kind of bad with the double blue cards, I'm not sure. So, added an island, now we have 16 lands. By the way, should we play 16 or 17 lands? And what do we cut now that we added a land? We control magic number 4. Dark Ritual is 0 mana, add 2 black mana to your pool. If you have, yeah, if we have Swamp. I guess in that lens, it's like a little Black Lotus. Yeah, you do need a Swamp, and it's not nothing because we have 3 factories, a Strip Mine. and 5 islands, so that's a lot of lands that don't produce black. So weakness is definitely callable. Black enchanted creature gets -2, -1. Kind of felt like maybe it's not the case anymore, but for a long time I was losing to aggressive decks, and weakness was pretty good against them, killing their early drops for only 1 mana, but I think it's callable now. Could see cutting control magic. Maybe Fellow Stone isn't great. Adds up a factory for island. I think that's fair. We have a ton of double blue now. Even more than before. And get ritual, I think. Let's try it. Get factory. And put islands. So the stats told us that we have 9 black sources, 9 blue sources, and we have 14 black mana symbols, I assume, and 17 blue mana symbols. Because it counts probably the rituals are as black sources. Okay, Kevin. I'm not sure I'll be still there when you'll come back. But we'll see. I'm going to say, as we see it in French, bon appétit. I feel like it's kind of popular in English as well to say bon appétit. Popular maybe a bit exaggerating, but I heard English people say that. Anyway, see you, Kevin, in a bit, or maybe on another stream. So we wanted to return to the Shellcliff village. Sort of resistance, risk 1 white amulet to reach a city under siege. Already know what it means, but I'd like to get this, I guess, to Nevermore Haven. I want to go where again? Shellcliff village. So I want to go there, and Nevermore is probably around there too. Black Wizard sends a Vampire Lord to attack Blood Sand Glade. Okay, that's more or less where I go. That's good. That's bad. That's kind of good. I have a lot already though. Yeah, movement is so good. Yeah, black circle protection, black plus pestilence is good. Lens I buy for 15 gold. Nothing else really. Nothing else really. Going south, west. Feels like the cards change from time to time. Not even sure. Okay. Vishwas Factory. I guess we have one in reserve, so it's not the end of the world if we lose it. And we win a Birds of Paradise. Yup. Let's go. We have 2 lands, Underground Sea Strip Mine, we have Weakness, Control Magic, Fenner Monster, Not Spectre counterspell. Kind of need a Swamp or Island here. Underground Sea, of course, would be even better. I think the single card, the card I want the most here is Underground Sea number 4 for my deck. That'd be great. Drew Factory, so it's a land at least. Can't cast anything. Don't have double blue for counterspell. Could just strip mine them. Might be fine. Could just play Factory to attack them, but they have 12 life. Don't kill them that quickly. Could just strip mine them. Good thing they didn't play a Mana Dork like Birds or Nano Elves. Control Magic, it's really bad. Well, we added lands to the deck, now we have 17 or 16 lands I think. They're doing a lot. Spectre. Guess we'll attack with Factory. But isn't doing a lot either, so that's fine. Down to 10. They are on Selesnya, white, green. They drew birds. Land please. We love C. Guess I'll weakness this or attack for 2. Yeah. Don't necessarily need the mana, I don't think. They do have 4 lands, I guess they didn't cast any 3 drops, so maybe they will. Yeah, I think I'll weakness it. They probably drew the birds, and they didn't have anything to play for 3 other than bird, I don't think. So they don't draw land, maybe they won't, or chip spell, maybe they won't get to play anything, we'll see. They drew lands, it looks like. But didn't play anything. For Sorcerer, so we're going to discard now. Well, that's good. Let's activate Factory. Take them to 8. Then we discard. For Control Magic, we have 2 of them, it's double blue. Yeah, that makes sense. It's pretty powerful if we get to it, but it's correct. Birds. Fine. Land please. Terror. Yeah, attack for 2. I would like to have the terror for the big thing they're going to play next turn, maybe. I will have to discard that, but what can I do? What will we discard is the question. Sure. Troll Magic maybe, Counterspell. Spectre, we have 2 of them, Mutation, not great at the moment. They're at 6. It's Counterspell. Like, Control Magic is pretty hard to get to, but I could easily see it be very powerful if we draw lands here. Like, they probably play big creatures, I assume. They play ramp. But it's strength on birds. That's fine. Down to 11. War Mammoth. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Can attack with do that with the Factory. I'll terror the Mammoth. Counterspell. Come on! You want to terror it now. They're not playing blues, they don't have counterspells. Could they have anything else like instant speed gift protection? I don't think that exists. So maybe they'll play pop spell, so I think I'd rather wait. I guess I don't because I have to counter to discard if I do, so let's not wait. Trying to kill me with these birds. Ooh. Then growth, so I'll take 5 here. Down to 6 if they have cast birds again. If they have growth, I go to 1. Because they might have another growth. Island. So, could card sorcerer, it seems not good enough. I die to these birds. Kind of have to trust I'll draw land for control magic, I think that's my only line anyway. Or land for monster would be fine too. I'll play sorcerer over keeping up counterspell. Could also attack for 2, they go to 4. But I'll die to this bird, so let's... Yeah, but the sorcerer doesn't do a ton. I'll still cast it. Might lose this one. Don't remember what we were emptying. Nothing too great, I hope. Timberwolves. Dice to sorcerer, I guess. Land, please. Yes. So, I can take these birds and kill the wolves. That's probably the safest play. Because they could have giant growth. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I guess sometimes I play disenchant, that'd be pretty bad, but don't think I'll play around it necessarily. We'll get it tapped. Don't want to sorcerer the wolves now. I guess if they have... They have mana up now. It's interesting. They could have growth now, but if they use it now, at least well, they don't have a big creature to attack with. But if ever I wait and they attack and then giant growth before damage, I get to in response kill it, which is even better. I'll just do it now though. No giant growth, nice. So this game is looking good now. Bruce Black with Birds of Paradise. Ooh. Desert Twister, my control magic. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Get back there to 5 flyer, but at least I get to play a 3/3 flyer, so it should be okay. Land, that's good. Could play 3/3 flyer. Good mutation by sorcerer, attack for 4. Let's play 3/3 flyer. But then they just keep birds on defense to jump, and I'm probably better off just using the sorcerer as pinging. I think I'll just play monster and ping birds. It's close, like attacking for 4 here is pretty... Oh, what am I saying? I just have lethal. I have a factory. Yeah, I just have lethal. Don't have any mana up, so sure. Let's kill them. Let's do unstable mutation, tapping islands, saucer, then activate factory. Go to combat, take for 6, and they're dead. Okay, almost missed this one. Oh. Didn't realize they had some kind of meter here. Like the red is filling the thing. Maybe when I kill a lot of them, they... I don't know what it means really, but... So get the birds, get Seeker. Too bad. Riptide seems bad, Greater Defender. Also take them because of the birds. What a white amulet, pretty good. So, see map. Single is still going south. New forest alpine. It's so slow. Expensive. Supposed to go there, I get something, I think. Upon a ruin something. Guess I get a clue, right? So Tower of Wind, another clue for this one, with the Mox and the library. East of Nevermore Spire. I'm anyway not looking at doing it quite now. I want to be super prepared I think. Could save, try it. Can you save scam, but that's not great. The Pandora's Box, I had it on one match because I had an event where the Pandora's Box was in play. It was terrible. So I wasn't sure, but it is indeed the case. You pay 3, you tap it, and then each player has a chance to just summon something from the deck, but your opponent too. So it's super random and it's cost a ton of mana. It's pretty terrible. I'll just sell it. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. So I would like to go to Bodsen Glade and to Shellcliff Village. I think it's this one. Which one is more important? I think I'll go to Shellcliff Village first. It's close. I don't exactly know the time it takes. I guess didn't have the time to do it anymore. Anyway. So it needs 4 more castles to take, I think, before it's a problem. I don't know what it means, but if I would lose the game or something. So it's fine. And I can just take it back to him. So it's okay. Got an island, very nice. A ton of them. Wow, this one was fast. Could get control magic. Could see playing only 3, so it's fine if it takes me control magic, I think. Sure. Mind Stealer. Like that. Sounds like a Dimir deck. Feels like it's going to be a strong one, we'll see. Maybe I should have paid 80 gold, but I don't know it, I don't know if it's good or not. It's a good opponent or not. Island Terror, Mana Vault, Mox Pearl, Control Magic, Mutation Island. Fine. The Island, Mox Pearl, Mana Vault. A lot of acceleration, but nothing to accelerate into. We should try to play some colorless big stuff like Shapeshifter, I think that costs 6 mana. It's pretty good with the rituals and the Mana Vault. Islands and no place. You have Control Magic up. Mutation, Terror. Can't even play Terror, don't have black. That's awkward. At least you can steal a creature they play. When I 1/1 tap, draw a card and reveal it to all players, then discard that card if it is not land. Interesting, that seems kind of good. Do I want to steal that? Don't think so. Island. It's basically tap, sometimes draw a card, a bit less than half of the time. That's not bad. Do I want that? It's possible actually. Do I have Terror in hand to kill something else? To do discard stuff, I don't have any reason to discard stuff. I don't have any synergy with the graveyard. I have only 40 cards in total, but that's kind of a lot. Could just Terror it. Guess I can't, I don't have black. I think I'll let them have it. I hope they play a big, a good creature here and steal it. For 1, sure. 2 place. They might have counter spells. Draw the ground seek, could terror the creature. I might because I have control magic and can take care of the next one. Not sure. We activates. Okay. Draw Sanguine Vampire. That's a good one. So we're going to discard it. Drain power. Wow. So it gets all my mana here. Oof. So from all lands, I could tap in response to, but I do lose a life to mana burn. I guess I'm going to play Terror here to make them have 2 less. I will tap C and Iron, I think, tapping the most useful lands for them. Yeah. And that's Brawl. I have a Drain Power in my collection. It's kind of clunky, but it can be pretty powerful for sure. Okay, so I think what happens is I killed it, they took my mana, so the 2 mana I had left, and they just didn't use it, so they lost 2 mana. 2 life, 2 mana burn. Maybe I wasn't supposed to. I mean, I was thinking they had something to play with it. Looks like they didn't have, or maybe they had something super expensive. They could not play it anymore because I terrored. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's doing with stuff, so I would not be surprised if they didn't have anything to play. Swamp. That's pretty bad. Not doing anything. I have a ton of mana. I didn't do anything either. Swamp. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to still play them. I have a ton of mana, but let's still do it. Like, they do play Drain Power. Oof. He's playing Spectres too, but he doesn't have any black. Just a factory would be great here. Counterspell's not bad. Not really what I want, but that's the bad still. I still can't do anything, that's weird. Yeah, I have to counter this. It's Free Fire. Can't let that happen. Silverstone. Man. I mean, maybe I wasn't supposed to counter, just should have control magic the 3. Probably should have done that actually. They get my Silverstone. I guess it does get them to double black, so it's not irrelevant. Ooh. They get to animate the single vampire, but I get to control magic the vampire, so it's good. It's a 4/4 flyer with, if it kills a creature, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Sure. Sorcerer, that's nice. Let's control magic this guy. Island. Beam. A sorcerer. Okay. That's better. Get to play double black. Oof. They have another vampire. And mine is only a 3-4. I guess I could finish it off with my saucer. Guess not, because it gets a +1/+1 counter if it kills something. I think I'll mutation my vampire then. That's great. Can control magic their other vampire here. That's brutal. They don't have counterspell mana. Yeah. Yoink. I guess I'll play Imitation, still Vampire. For damage. Take 6. Yep. Swap. And Junun Efrit. Fine. Second spell? Ooh. It just died, don't have black up, so I can just kill it with the sorcerer. Sure. Have to, for some reason, remove the stop. Island. So, attack with both my flyers, they just block one but die. Sure. Yo. Will of the Wisp is fine. Artifact position. Sounds bad. Badlands great though. I think I'll stop here. It was pretty fun. I think the game is pretty interesting, and kind of feel like playing it more. I will still stream Arena M20 draft, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do, from time to time, I'll do occasionally one stream of this game. But yeah, I'll stop here. Make sure to save first. Yep. And yeah, I'll stop here. So hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed this weird old game. It's pretty sweet. I think it's pretty refreshing. Pretty interesting. So I personally enjoy it a lot. Hope you did too. And well, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Maybe we'll see. I think I won't be streaming every day now, but we'll see. We'll see. I can't guarantee I'll be streaming on any particular day, but we'll see. I'll update my schedule as soon as I know. Anyway, I'll stop here. I wish you a good night if you go to sleep, or a good day otherwise, and well, see you. Bye.